Train Sim World 5 Roadmap October 2024. TLDR too long, didn't read summary. 1. Free starter pack, now available to claim and keep into early 2025. 2. MBTA Commuter, Boston Worcester / Framingham line, coming October 29th. 3. Refresh on upcoming future add-ons. Great Western Express, Remaster. Pfälzisch Ludwigsbahn, Mannheim, Kaiserslautern. Cardiff City Network, TSW's first Welsh route. Spoorlijns Wol, Groningen, TSW's first Dutch route. Tadami Line from Union Workshop, TSW's first Japanese route. 4. Third-party partner updates. Manchester Airport Commuter, new route from ATS. Leavenworth branch update for 5 Circle, Rivet Games. Leavenworth Rail link livery for Scott Rail 158, Skyhook Games. Cargo Line Vol.3, Intermodal, Skyhook Games. West Coast Main Line, Preston Carlisle, Just Trains. Expert DB BR 101 NIC Steerage and Loco, TSG. 5. Patches and updates. Patches released so far. First major post-release patch, coming soon. Additional messaging clarification. 6. Community Corner. TSW5 Photo Mode Showcase. October Mastery Challenges, now live. Special Effect 1 Special Day Charity Streamathon. The Train Sim World Roadmap. Welcome everyone to the first Train Sim World 5 Roadmap following launch. Firstly, we wanted to share a heartfelt thank you to all of our community who have been playing Train Sim World 5 since the early access and launch, and we greatly value your feedback whilst we work to have everything set up across our game platforms. It's always a pleasure to see a huge range of new screenshots from players, making the most out of the new photo mode, and sharing reactions of your first experiences with the new features and routes. We'd also like to extend a great thank you to all of the people who helped on board and share information to welcome new and returning players onto TSW5 throughout the last month. Before the end of the first week following TSW5 launch, we had already passed over 2 million gameplay sessions completed by players, which is genuinely incredible, and we're very happy to welcome all our new players into TSW for the first time. For those who are joining us for the first time, this roadmap is a monthly check-in that will begin the conversation between our teams and all of you for what to expect beyond the launch from both us and our partners, including brand new announcements, updates, and sneak peeks on our current routes and development, more ways for you to get involved with our community and challenging yourself with new mastery rewards available in-game. We'll also share an update on our progress for further post-launch improvements coming to TSW5 and a summary of what we've been able to release so far. We hope this will answer some of those initial questions and thoughts many of you have as our teams have been gathering feedback and working to improve your experience. Finally, if you're new or returning, be sure to join us for our Roadmap live stream tonight, Tuesday, October 8th at 1800 UTC/1900 BST, where we'll discuss all of the points below and answer your questions. Train Sim World 5 Free Starter Pack, extended until early 2025. Thank you to everyone who has joined us with the Train Sim World 5 release over the last month. We've been very excited to keep growing the TSW community and welcoming even more players onto the rails as we head into the new year. Today, we're happy to announce that our free starter pack will no longer run until October 17th, and instead will remain to be available to claim and keep forever until the new year, early 2025. We've seen so many of you jumping in to try TSW5 for the first time, inviting your friends and communities to give it a go, and we've welcomed so many new players into the franchise for the first time. As a reminder, if you're already a big fan of TSW, but haven't yet upgraded into TSW5, make sure to claim the free starter pack before it goes away, as it will stay in your account to play forever, and it will also be your way to access the latest improvements and features. You'll also be able to purchase new TSW5 content, like the upcoming MBTA Commuter route, and if you already own it, gain access to Great Western Express Remastered without the need to pay anything. For more information on the free starter pack, please read our Train Sim World 5 FAQs. Content up ahead. MBTA Commuter, Boston Worcester / Framingham line, coming October 29th. Kicking off our roadmap, We want to share more information about the first new add-on coming to TrainSim World 5. Get ready to catch MBTA Commuter, Austin, Framingham/Worcester, releasing on October 29, 2024. This route will feature a range of commuter and long-distance traffic coming from Boston South Station, heading off due west in the direction of Framingham and Worcester in the Commonwealth state of Massachusetts. You'll be operating the new MBTA HSP46 diesel locomotive, as well as the MBTA F40PH3C and the BDC/CDC coaches bi-level and single-level coaches. We've got a dedicated article to deep dive into the services, new locos, and gameplay you can expect in the MBTA commuter route later this week. And for today, we wanted to share a small range of reference images that our audio teams were able to capture that showcase a recent trip to the US in order to better represent and reflect this add-on in TrainSim World 5. Refresh on upcoming future add-ons. We also wanted to touch on our additional announcements we made since we launched TrainSim World 5, in case anyone who has joined us since the launch has not had a chance to discover the upcoming add-ons to TrainSim World 5. Great Western Express Remaster. A new remaster coming to TSW5, which is where we take an older released add-on and pack it with the newest features and introduce a whole range of additional improvements, all as a free update for existing owners, regardless of if you already own GWE or decide to pick it up between now and the remaster's launch. We'll be able to make the most out of GWE with the newest TSW5 features, conductor mode, a new timetable, landscape and scenery overhauls, as well as updated suspension physics to all GWE stock. Felsisch-Ludwigsbahn, Mannheim, Kaiserslautern. A new German adventure along the scenic Felsisch-Ludwigsbahn, as it was in 2014, heading out of Mannheim HBF, a hub for rail fanning if there ever was one. The route starts off speeding along to Neustadt-Weinster HBF, then slows to wind through the valley to Kaiserslautern. Expect lots of variety from 111 operated regional expresses to 425s on the Rhein-Neckar S-Bahn, and even a station called Frankenstein. Cardiff City Network, TSW's first Welsh route. Featuring a densely packed network within the city, intense passenger services will keep you busy aboard transport for Wales diesel multiple units, operating through many stations on various timetable patterns, a swift departure from the long intercity running of the WZML routes. Tadami Line from Union Workshop, TSW's first Japanese route. Experience the beautiful and scenic Tadami Line, Aizu Waikimatsu, Tadami and TSW5, featuring stunning environments and key railway landmarks, such as the Mishita Three Brothers, a famous train spotting point featuring three bridges within a single picturesque scene. Spoorlanes Wool, Groningen, TSW's first Dutch route. Express and commuter services are the mainstay of the Zwolle, Groningen route, operated by the Netherlands Spoorweg's iconic ICM3 Koploper and SNG Sprinter New Generation EMU. Learn new signals and systems as you dash along the countryside in yellow and blue fashion. Development continues well across all of these add-ons, and we'll be sharing more detailed updates once they are ready to share. Third-party partner updates. Manchester Airport Commuter, a new route from Alan Thompson Sim. Let's welcome another brand new partner to the world of TSW, Alan Thompson Simulation. Many of you may recognize them from their work with Train Simulator Classic, and we reached out to their teams to reveal their latest route development coming to TSW5. Alan, ATS was started in 2017 by YouTuber Alan Thompson and TSC route builder Peter Mitchell. Our main goal at the time was to ensure anyone could produce and publish content for TSC in a way that worked for everyone, and after 4 successful years, we started to look into development for TSW. Once our team was established, with Hayden and Danny at the helm, we were quick to dive right in with support from the community and DTG, and we settled on the 27-mile Manchester Airport commuter route. We had a clear goal of getting a route out that we would be proud of. With some new and experienced hands, we got to work aiming to create a digital twin of the Manchester Airport commuter network and, of course, the airport branch. With tons of blood, sweat, and at times frustration, we were finally able to show you, the community, what we have been working on. 1. Manchester Airport Station and Airport Skywalk at night. 2. Lonsite Depot and Manchester International Depot. 3. Airport line with runway and approach lights. 4. Piccadilly Throat improvements from Glossop Line and Piccadilly Station improvements. 5. Flayed Lane Junction Bend to Airport Line R application. 6. Neutral sections added along the route at specific locations. 7. Healed green triangle junction areas. 8. Style station curve. 9. Wilmslow Station with underbridge. 10. Alderley Edge Station from the P2 car park and turn back sidings. 11. Heaton Norris Junction with signal box. 12. Stockport Station and Stockport Viaduct day and night. 13. Edgeley Junction areas. 14. Bridges between Cheadle, Holme, and Handforth. You will be able to find more information for the Manchester Airport commuter route coming in future roadmaps and articles. West Coast Main Line, Preston Carlisle, just trains. Since our initial announcement of the WCML, Preston, Carlisle route, the JT team have continued to share new update posts on their blog that detail more about what you can expect from the add-on, as well as details about the station and history of the route era. Just trains. In this route, we've authentically recreated the 1986/1987 timetable using the correct working timetable and photographs of said services to provide as realistic an experience as possible, including formations and train lengths accurate as close as possible to that of the real trains. Both Carlisle and Preston feature numerous locomotive changes throughout the day from diesel to electric traction and vice versa, with some diagrams requiring the station pilot as to help facilitate a locomotive change. On their recent blog, the Just Trains team also shared a time-lapse video showcasing movements at Carlisle Station over a couple of hours. Feel free to read more from the Just Trains blog on their website, with additional details, as well as required layers to make the most about the upcoming experience. Leadenhall branch update for 5 Circle, Rivet Games. Heading over to our partners at Rivet Games, they've got a range of new screenshots to share for the upcoming Leaven branch update, coming for free to owners of the 5 Circle line, alongside a range of new improvements that you can get excited about. Rivet Games, having recently released the 5 Circle DLC for Train Sim World, we decided it would be a great addition to the route to recognize and add the new Leavenworth Railway link that was just recently opened. This new extension is in fact a reopening of an old railway line, branching off east from the Thorn and North Junction near Glenrothes to the seaside town of Leven, Fife. The new Leavenworth Railway link extends for 5 miles, via the first new station at Cameron Bridge, then on towards the coastline, terminating at Leven Station. 1. Over 40 new timetable services for the new Leavenworth branch. 2. 2 brand new stations to discover and explore. 3. 16 additional collectibles to find. We look forward to sharing more about when you can expect to get these improvements in TSW, and Rivet Games have also shared that during the development of the Leven branch update, they have also worked on a range of 5 Circle improvements and bug fixes to further support the free update. Leavenworth Rail Link livery for SkyTrail Class 158, Skyhook Games. Continuing the conversation, we wanted to check in with Skyhook Games with their updates on the Rail Link livery, as well as announcing that this will be a free update to players who own the SkyTrail Class 158. Skyhook Games, our teams have been busy on multiple projects recently with updates to the SkyRail Class 158, following community feedback since launch, and continued progress on the next Cargo Line Volume 3, Intermodal, and Volume 4, military releases. We have also been working to adopt the new TSW5 features into our back catalog. Additionally, the expansion of the Sprinter timetable for Edinburgh to Glasgow has gone well with a multitude of AI-only services converted for player use. Onto the Leven branch expansion for 5 Circle. This is going well and working in parallel with Rivet Games to provide a Class 158 timetable also continues. Guard mode has been added to both ScotRail and East Midlands Trains versions of the Class 158, along with a number of updates from the former being ported to the latter to improve the overall experience. Testers have certainly been enjoying all the updates. Finally, for the Skyhook update, their teams wanted to provide the first images of Cargo Line Vol. 3 Intermodal. These trains are long, heavy, and a challenge to drive. Cargo Line Vol. 3 Intermodal, Skyhook Games. As previously announced, Skyhook Games have been hard at work on developing Cargo Line Vol. 3 and Vol. 4 And we've got a few teasers to share more for their developments on the third iteration of the cargo line packs. We'll be keeping you updated on cargo line developments, as well as the rail link livery progress in our upcoming announcements, so stay tuned. If you'd like to catch up on their developments for the cargo line series up until now, be sure to read their cargo line, the story so far article. Expert DB BR101 and IC Stewardgen Loco, TSG. Finally, to close off our third-party section, we're joined by the TSG team who are sharing news for an upcoming patch to the recently released Expert DB BR101, the first Loco in our Expert series that offers a higher level of authentic experience within TSW through highly detailed functionality and advanced simulations, including random fault systems. This update coming shortly will bring a full list of fixes and improvements to the add-on, and also includes all new fault simulations for the Expert 101, new suspension physics for the IC Stewardgen cab car, and following a large range of community feedback, we'll also add timetables for the Expert 101 onto Bremen, Oldenburg, and the new Frankfurt Fulda routes. Here are some of the top highlights of the patch notes that the TSG team wanted to focus on. 1. Gameplay changes. Added Expert DB BR101 Expert timetable for Kinzig-Daubahn, Frankfurt Fulda. Added Expert DB BR101 Expert timetable for Bremen Oldenburg. Replaced SKA 406 ICE3M and Dresden Expert 101 timetable with Frankfurt Fulda BR411. Added a driver assist prompt for trying to apply power with the electric train supply disabled. 2. IC Stewardgen and Expert DB BR101. Rework light setup featuring light cones under volumetric fog. Implemented LZB/PZB test logic. Implemented LZB transmission failure support. Implemented LZB transmission failures as faults. 3. Expert DB BR101. Added missing behavior when train leaves LZB and AFB is active. Fix missing glass rain effects in Cab 2. Fix the Cab 2 auxiliary control. Fixed a mistake that made LZB end sounds not play as expected. Adjusted pantograph physics to match real life more closely. 4. IC Stewardgen and / or coaches. Implemented new suspension physics cab car only. Fix cab car windshield rain visuals. Added IC logo on the BTMMBDZF. Fix numbering on BTMMZ coach. Taught the driver the correct way to sit on a chair. Added door keys for cab car and coaches. You can expect to see the full range of updates once they are ready to get into your hands, and we hope you're excited. Additionally, you may have noticed that we've added a new D route to the October 2024 roadmap asset coming from the TSG team, and whilst we're not ready to talk about this yet, we look forward to sharing more details in follow-up roadmap articles. Patches and updates. Train Sim World 5 released updates. So far, since the launch of Train Sim World 5, we've been able to implement a few smaller post-release patches that help us stay onto of key issues from launch and address immediate feedback we're seeing from all of you. 1. September 17th update, Class 377/2 suspension and Frankfurt PIS. 2. September 18th update, PlayStation profile importation fix. 3. September 26th update, menu pop-ups, PS and Epic achievements and PS5 cursor. First major post-release patch. We heard that many of you are still struggling with performance issues at times during gameplay on TSW5 core routes, and at times crashing, which has likely been due to memory usage limits being reached. This is one of our team's top priorities to address, and we've been investigating ways that we can help save memory across all platforms to help reducing the amount of crashes we're seeing, and this first patch will be the first to add some of those changes. These improvements are almost ready to send out to you all, and outside of the optimizations mentioned above to help improve your experiences, it will also include sweeping changes for all of TSW5 core content, adding key fixes for community-raised issues, and additional fixes to others routes, including Bremen Oldenburg, Niedertalbahn, and Rosenheim. 1. West Coast Main Line. Houston lighting changes, added all outside Milton Keynes, Bletchley Station texture fix, Watford Junction signage updated. Improvements to stop passengers clumping in stations and getting clogged on stairs/passageways. Class 350 headlights no longer stay on when deactivated in the cab. Class 350 added track joint sounds, updated gangway door audio, and removed clicking sounds and fans. 2. Frankfurt Fulda. Fixed BR114 brakes not working correctly. Fixed a gap in BR411 the gangways. Updated BR411 digital screens and ensured they tilt with the train. 3. San Bernardino. Adjusted duration of services and scenarios to ensure they can be completed within time limits. Added additional car traffic to some areas. Fixed various floating assets found around Cabina. 4. Flixtrain BR193 Vectron. Distributor release valve can now be interacted with. Exterior brake indicators now display as expected. Hose pipes of the Talbot coaches are now connected at the gangway. Brakes no longer release by themselves if cab is deactivated. We're still finalizing the patch and compiling the notes. There are many more not listed on the above list which target key issues raised by the community, and you should be able to expect this coming very soon. Additionally, as a longer-term project, our teams have been working on a wider plan of WCML timetable improvements, including adding new services to the route. These timetable changes do not have a timeline for release yet, and when we have more details, we will let you know. As a note, currently these changes are planned for PC, XSX, and PS5 platforms. Thank you for waiting patiently whilst we work on these updates and implementing community feedback. We'll continue to work on additional improvements and support the launch of TrainSim World 5. Additional messaging clarification. We also want to take this chance to talk about some of the messaging from launch that wasn't initially clear and provide an update on where we're at. Track shadow rendering. Firstly, we want to apologize for some of the confusion caused on which routes would see this feature from launch and which routes would have it as part of a future patch. At first, we announced all of this together as a combined list, but we incorrectly communicated that all the routes listed would have it from launch. Our teams are still working hard to implement the feature to the add-ons we initially announced on our August roadmap, but currently this is only applied to the one shown on our TSW5 track shadow FAQs. Thank you for understanding. We'll keep striving to give you the most accurate information that we can. Xbox Series S layering. Due to performance constraints, with the launch of TSW5 we made changes to the amount of available layers Xbox Series S, and it meant that it differed from the Xbox Series X layers for TSW5 core routes and caused confusion. We talked about the memory differences between these two consoles on our XSS layering thread, and since then we've made optimization improvements to reduce the gap of experience for the two platforms. Currently, Series S players will get all layers for both WCML and San Bernardino, but we'll see some adjustments for Frankfurt Fulda, which are detailed on the thread above. We apologize again that this wasn't originally clear, and our teams are constantly looking at further improvements to bring more layers to Frankfurt for Series S players, with more coming in a future patch. Community Corner. Photo mode showcase player screenshots TSW5. We've seen many incredible submissions from the community, making use of the new features in photo mode and showing off the new content in TrainSim World 5, and we wanted to give a highlight to some of our staff picked shots we found over the last month. If you want your own screenshots to be featured in our TSW loading screens or highlighted on our TSW social accounts, then be sure to submit them to our community threads on our Creators Club forums, with the weekly screenshot competitions and #TSW Railshot submissions. October Mastery Challenges. At the start of this month, we started our new Mastery Challenge system as a way to reward players each month for getting involved across a variety of unique missions. In October, we've tailored these challenges to be suitable for our new players joining TSW for the first time, but as we move through the year, these challenges will become more complex to further test your abilities. If you're able to complete these challenges each month, you will earn the respective challenge badge decal for you to collect, and then show off on your favorite locomotives using Livery Designer. We're also looking at future rewards we can introduce using the system, and ways we can improve this to make the experience as best it can be, so please let us know your thoughts and feedback. Special Effect 1 Special Day Streamathon this weekend. We have an exciting event to announce coming up this weekend, and our executive producer of trains, Matt Peddleson, will be hosting working with our charity partners at Special Effect to celebrate one special day a fantastic yearly charity event to raise awareness and money to support the livelihood of physically disabled people across the world. The Special Effect teams work hard to change the lives of people who need it most with the innovative use of technology and games, and we're proud to support the wonderful work they do to make games as inclusive as possible. Matt will be live for till the 12 hours on both Saturday, October 12th, and Sunday, October 13th, to help fundraise and share new content in Train Sim World 5, with special guests and ambassadors joining in throughout the event. Learn more about One Special Day on the Special Effect website, and read about the fantastic impact they make with all of the support raised by volunteers and donated from the community. Roadmap Live Stream. Exec producer Matt and senior community manager Alex will be talking about all the things we featured above and answering your submitted questions in our October 2024 Roadmap live stream. This stream will begin from 1800 UTC/1900 BST on our YouTube and Twitch channels. Have a question for us? Put it in our October 2024 Roadmap queue in a thread, and we'll answer as many as we can live tonight. Wrap up. Thank you for reading our first roadmap of TSW5. We're very grateful to welcome so many new players on the journey with us, and we're excited to share more news about the future projects and improvements coming your way. All of your community feedback has been crucial during this period, and we will continue to use it to inform how we can deliver the best experience for you all moving forwards.